What is going on YouTube? I'm Choctopus and we're back with more Digimon Links, and today we're going to basically do a full beginner's guide to the game, something that I kind of wish that I had when I started playing. I mean, there are various sources, but I'm going to try to streamline everything as best as I can and explain it in layman's terms, because it took me a little while to get used to the game, but I think I've found my way. It's not a really hard game to get into, especially if you've played other gacha games like Dokkan. I think Dokkan is probably one of the most complicated. Pokemon Duel, there's, you know, so many out there, you know, Naruto Blazing or whatever you play. We're going to do a beginner's guide, and we're going to discuss a couple things, mainly how to get Digimon, how to level up your Digimon, the battle system, and structures, and how all these things tie together. So, first of all, let me just say that if you look at the top left, my name is Links because I'm unable to change my name to Chocto or Choctopus, because apparently it's a slur or a curse word in Japan, because it's telling me that the name is prohibited because I don't know. So I can't change it, and I don't know why. So do we have any Japanese speaking people out there? Let me know in the comments below what is going on and why can't I change my name. Alright, but that's beside the point. If you're new here, please consider hitting the subscribe button and subscribing to my channel, because there's a lot of Digimon Link stuff on the way, and be sure to check out some of my previous videos. So the first thing we're going to talk about is how to get Digimon. So every gacha game has its own type of currency, and this one is no different. It has these Digi Gems. So if you look in the top right over here at these rainbow colored teardrops or eggs or whatever they are, Digistones rather, you can either buy them or you can go into quests and you can pick them up along the way. There's various ways to get them. I haven't bought any yet. I've kind of just been grinding, and through the course of like today and yesterday, I've managed to accumulate about 118 Digistones. So I don't know if that's going to slow down once the quests slow down, but we'll talk about quests and everything later. But there's different missions that you can do. So if you click up here in the top left, these are your daily missions and your cumulative missions and your beginner missions. So there's always something to do in this game. Here's kind of your hub where you can find, you know, open tasks and things that can earn some gems. Like here you go. 2 out of 5, clear all of the above missions, and you get 20 Digistones for that. That's a lot. I completed, it says 1 out of 2. You can do that twice, but there's different ones. Daily missions, which I think you can do every single day, and you have the opportunity to earn, it looks like 3 there. Then there's these other things like gold. I think this is your currency, and then you have another type of currency, which are called, I think, link points. So, and then you have cumulative missions, which I guess are ongoing. So, if you have Digistones or you have these link points, which are, if I had to compare this to Dokkan, they're like friend points, maybe. I could be wrong there, but you go into capture. Now, you have 2 types of currencies in here. You have your Digistones, which you can summon from these 3 banners. You have a leader skill banner, which gives you a leader skill that you can attach to your Digimon. You have a rare capture where you get a rookie or higher, and then this is your featured banner that has the, I guess the Omegamons here, so, which I think should be Omnimon, but this one is going to be the one that changes, and I guess this will change less frequently. But if you look up here, I have 118 Digistones, and on the left I have 2250 link points. So if you go to link capture, these are easier to come by, and they're weaker, I almost said Pokemon, they're weaker Digimon that you can get. So let's see, can we see any of these? So it's just, they're basic, like, rookie, I think they're less than rookie Digimon that you can get, and you kind of use them to feed into, and they're more common, you feed into other Digimon to get them stronger. So that's basically how you get them. Sometimes you'll get a Digimon from completing a quest. I got Metal Greymon from completing one of the quests, so, you know, it might drop, but this is your hub for getting all your new Digimon, and honestly, all your good ones are going to come most likely from, you know, the banners where you're using Digistones. Now, Digistones can be used for other things like stamina refreshes and what else? Reviving. I would not use those for anything. You know, these are your currency for summoning Digimon. You know, think of them like actual money. Don't spend them on things you don't need to spend on. Don't refresh your stamina. We're going to talk about that in a minute. And don't use them to revive in a match. Alright, so that covers how to get Digimon. Let's talk about leveling up. So the easiest way to level up is to get meat from your meat farm, which is a weird thing if you think about it. So you have this meat farm here. I've upgraded mine to level 4, which just essentially means you get more meat per minute. This just sounds so wrong. This sounds absolutely horrible. I get more meat per minute, and you use those to feed to your Digimon. So you go to Digivice, and here's kind of where you control everything. You go to training. I'm going to go to food. Now, I've maxed out 2 of my main Digimon so far, so let's take Metal Greymon, for instance. Now, you have 2 different types of food to feed it. You have this gourmet meat, which is kind of like a rainbow meat. I don't know what it does yet. I think it helps max stats. But I'm not going to waste it. I'm going to hang on to it. But this regular meat that you get, you know, you feed to your Digimon, so I might be able to max you out here. Let's see. Now, not quite, but we can get pretty far up there. And the more you upgrade your meat farm, the more meat you can get to, in turn, feed them to your Digimon and level them up. Now, if you look at the top right over here, I have 0 out of 100 pieces of meat. When you first start, I think you have maybe 30 that you can hold. So if you want to hold more meat, I'm sorry, I can't do this with a straight face. If you want to hold more meat, your warehouse is what you need to upgrade because it increases the max amount of meat that you can hold. So I've been feeding pretty frequently because I've played this game a lot this weekend, but you know, if you go a long period of time without, or maybe you've just upgraded your meat farm so much that you're gaining meat really quickly, you want to upgrade your warehouse so you make sure that you can have more meat on hand to feed to your Digimon to level them up. So that's basically how you level up. You can also feed in other Digimon, but you know, the meat comes really quick, so it's pretty easy to get. You're going to want to level up your meat farm, but we'll talk about the priority of leveling up structures once we get to it, but we're going to talk more about the battle system now, and what I love about this game is it's the battle system. The battle system is great, so let's go to Explore. I'm going to run a match real quick, just something simple. So we'll go to normal quest. We'll just go to the first one, warehouse server, and we'll run a match really quick, and here we go. Battle. So you get to choose 3 Digimon on your team. One of them has a leader skill that applies to the whole team. So when you pull a good leader skill, you know, apply it to your Digimon. Now, if I'm getting anything wrong here, I haven't been playing the game for a long time, but I'm trying to pass on what little knowledge I have to new players in hopes that I can help them, you know, I guess start a lot quicker. It took me a little while. Oh, hang on. So I had the auto battle system on by accident. No, we want this off. Alright, so you can actually automate the battle system to just kind of grind for you, but okay, here we are. Everyone gets a turn. Right now, Metal Greymon goes, because you see at the bottom left, actually it's covered right now, but there's 3 boxes, 1 for each Digimon, and it selects the Digimon that's going to go. So you have 3 different attacks. You have 2 skills, and if you hold down on them, it tells you what the accuracy and the damage is. So you have that, and also the type. So this is, I think, darkness type, and this is fire type. Now, in regards to type weakness and strengths and resistances, I don't really want to go into just naming what's what, but I will leave a handy link in the comment below from Reddit that kind of has a chart of what types are strong and resistant against what other types. Think of it like Pokemon, you know, or if you play Dokkan, think of it like the color wheel. Every type has a weakness, and every type has a resistance. And also, every type has immunity, so there's different statuses. You can poison a Digimon, you can put them to sleep, you can paralyze them. So there's certain types that are resistant to those, and there's other types that are weak to them. Okay, so we're going to use regular attacks here. So this is just your normal, everyday attack. Now, do you see the... If you're looking at the Digimon, there's those green bars. Those are your AP bars. And the special abilities over here takes 2 AP or 3 AP. Now, if I wanted to use... Who's going? Metal Greymon. If I wanted to use Giga Destroyer, and it's going to destroy... Watch. It's going to take 3 AP of that bar to use. So... Every turn, you get AP back, so if you use 3 of that, you might only, if you have 5 bars, you might only be able to get a 3 AP attack and a 2 AP attack, but you'll regain 1 AP every turn, so keep that in mind when you're strategizing and you're using your abilities, you know, especially if there are weaknesses and you want to save them, just be mindful of it. Don't just use it because you have it. Now, here's some items that you get. We're going to go into items in a different video and how to Digivolve and all that stuff. But we completed it. We got some XP. And 2 of my guys are maxed. So that covers the battle system. There is more to it, and I'm sure I'm missing some. And, you know, once PvP drops and I start playing PvP, there's going to be more to talk about. But the last thing I want to cover is structures, because I think it's super important, and you should probably know where to prioritize when building structures. So, how do you get these structures? You start out with a warehouse, you start out with a lab, you start out with a house and a meat farm. Then you can add things like a restaurant, you can add things like an exchange, a chip shop, or a chip factory. Now, in order for you to unlock, so if I go to facilities here, and I go to shop, I have everything unlocked, so there might be more, but here's everything so far. So you have a chip factory, you have an exchange, you have a warehouse, you have a restaurant, you have a meat field, and a dojo. So just to talk about what they do really quick, you have your chip factory, which produces chips and enhances chips. Now this is to enhance specific stats for Digimon. I haven't delved into that yet. I haven't really touched it, so we're going to save that for the next video. Maybe it'll be an intermediate video, but exchange, which is more for, let's see, you're just exchanging items. You have the restaurant, and this one is super, super important. This is going to, this is what's going to increase your max stamina. So if you want to do more events to get more Digi-Gems and Digi-Stones, whatever, you max out your restaurant first. Then you have your warehouse, which, like I said, it's the amount of meat that you can hold. You have your meat field, which is how much meat per second or per minute or whatever. And then you have your dojo, which I haven't built yet. But dojo is the go-to spot for legacies, which overwrite the legacy skills of other Digimon resistance. So here is where you train your Digimon to upgrade resistances and all that stuff. So going back to the main screen, I almost have everything, and the way you unlock all these structures are you go to the normal quests over here. This is kind of your story quest, if I may. And as you beat all these missions, you unlock more structures that you can build. So you want to go there and you want to try to do your normal quests as quick as you can. This way you unlock all this and you can in turn level up faster. So I currently have my restaurant being upgraded. Your restaurant is what you're going to want to upgrade first and foremost because you'll get more stamina. So focus on that first, then focus on your meat factory and, your meat farm and your meat warehouse, because that's what's going to give you the ability to level up more. But that covers all of the basics of the game, and I hope I got everything right here because I'm still pretty new to it, but hopefully I can help some newer players or people that are just downloading the game, you know, kind of figure out what's what and find their footing. But I love this game. I have to say, I love it. It's so much fun. I've been playing it all weekend, you know, just kind of dabbling here and there. It seems pretty free to play at first. I don't know if this amount of Digi-Stones is going to die down, but right now it seems like it's, you know, we're getting a lot. So I'm hoping that's going to be the case. But if there's anything else you want to know, let me know, and let me know in the comments below, and maybe I'll do a video on it. But I think the next video is going to talk about chips you know, upgrading resistances and some other stuff. So if that's something you want to see, let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, smash the thumbs up button and hit the subscribe button, because we have a lot of Digimon Links videos on the way, especially with the Coliseum opening up. And once I hit a level to go there, you know, do some PvP, but, you know, we'll see where it goes. Have an awesome day. You can find me on social media or my Discord channel. Everything is in the description below, and make sure to check out some of my other videos. Hope to see you in the next one. Peace.